Hey everyone, this is going to be the shortest intro ever. I am headed over to Douglas Lake to meet Nug and Adam. We're searching for Steven Cloyd today. He lived in Jonesboro on the Nolichucky, and the river swept, they believe he was trying to escape. The river swept him and his Jeep potentially away. They found his Jeep about a third of a mile downstream, covered in mud. And the theory today is that he got swept downstream, got carried away in the Nolichucky, which far down the river empties into Douglas Lake. Douglas Lake is currently covered with lots and lots of debris. If it's safe to dive, Nug and Adam might, but we're gonna kind of judge it as we go. And yeah, today's Douglas Lake. Gotta meet Nug and Adam right now, so let's get going. I'm glad you guys waited here because I don't know where that one is. Linville.
Not too far.
Couldn't find it.
It's just probably actually better as long as it's not washed out too.
Is that why this one's closed? It actually got washed out.
Left.
Holy crap.
No ramp or nothing.
Washed out. Ooh. Hope there's a ramp out there that's not washed out. I'm so glad the sun came out. It was supposed to rain today.
Yeah, they're calling for thunderstorms 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah.
See what happens. It's an 18-minute drive. It's just windy just to get over it.
Kind of scary, isn't it?
Jesus. Adam's going over to that other boat ramp on the bridge.
See if we get to the water.
Any easier.
This one, it's steep and long.
Yeah, I walked to the bottom. I'm like, oh god.
Well, I think you'd probably get stuck at the top too. Definitely, if you get stuck anywhere, it's going to be when you come out at the top.
It's so weird to think that a vehicle could have made it this far, but I mean all the other debris did.
Yeah. So two rivers emptied from that direction sent everything in this direction. That's just crazy. Must have been a wall of water.
Definitely shallow. I can't believe how low this thing is.
Do you remember Search coming here? We searched right around there, and
Did you?
No.
and we did a live stream.
But come to find out how much of a waste of time it was, if this is normal.
I know, yeah.
If they lower us down this much every year, no wonder we didn't find any cars.
We usually try to go pretty far out, but this is really far out.
Yeah, out in the river channel, maybe could be something here, but.
And so our search of the lake began. I thought this would be similar to other outings with Nug and Adam on any lake. We would find promising spots for them to dive, or for Adam and I to drop in our ROVs. And of course, along the way we'd see wildlife and just the natural beauty of the place. But then, almost as soon as we took off, this happened.
Back it off. Alarm goes off, and it stops sputtering. But if I floor it, it does what you just saw every time. Oh. We're an hour away from those f***ers too. Luckily I didn't pay the bill yet.
After a few minutes of Nug running the motor at low speed, whatever seemed to be bothering it passed. I want to say beeping stop, but I don't want to jinx it. Cross your fingers. There's another guy over there too. Maybe people are walking the...
I think they're looking for artifacts and stuff, probably arrowheads, I don't know.
Not wanting to risk it downstream toward the large part of the lake, we went upstream toward where Nolichucky and French Broad rivers came into Douglas Lake. We spotted several people walking the shore with either a grabber stick or metal detector. I couldn't tell. They were either beachcombing or actually looking through debris from Hurricane Helene. Random people walking on the shore, I think looking for debris or evidence, but there's not a whole lot of debris here along the shore of this lake, which is surprising. The shores of Douglas seemed surprisingly clean, but we did come across odd things like this sandy debris field filled with tires, as far as you could see. We weren't sure if these were always here or if they'd actually been dropped here by Helene floodwaters. We could see storm clouds rolling in behind us, so started to turn back. It didn't make much sense continuing anyway. From what we had seen so far, there wasn't any significant debris washed up on the shores of this part of Douglas Lake. But on the way back to the landing, Nug thought he had spotted some kind of box near the cliffs.
I think it's a cooler.
Right there? Yeah.
Cooler or a
concrete.
Or a rock. Yeah, a piece of concrete. It's not moving at all. Damn, I thought for sure that was a piece of that was a cooler. I was wrong.
Yeah, it's a weird shaped rock.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was a cooler, and that's just a really pretty rock. That was put there on purpose to mess with me.
It's both sides. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Probably rolled it down the hill.
Probably. All right, Adam, you're in charge. What are we doing? You got nothing?
Go home.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know about these people you're searching for there, Ryan. It would definitely be a tiny little needle.
Yep. It's always a needle.
And if I'd be more interested to find out where, like, let's say Steve, for instance, where did he live? And the house got washed away, and then just essentially start there. Then just start working your way down the river.
Yeah.
Up there it's not even a river, it's just a creek that went into the Nolichucky, right?
Well, his house was on the Nolichucky.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep, I got the location. It's far upstream.
That's just wild. Like he said, 30 miles that one body was found.
Right. That's Irwin. So that was it. We couldn't trust the engine to get us upstream into the larger part of the lake, and the incoming storm wouldn't allow us time to do much of anything else upstream. So Adam and Nug decided to call it a day. I looked at the time. It was only about 2 p.m., and I knew I couldn't waste the rest of the day. So I decided after seeing Adam and Nug off, I had one more thing in mind for the rest of the afternoon. Alright everyone, the weather appears to have pushed us out, so we can't do any more of Douglas Lake. No time to get to the bigger part of the lake. We did see how clean it was up there though, toward the Nolichucky and French Broad. Looks like not much debris at all, so. Looks like Nug and Adam are heading out. I want to thank Nug for taking me along today. Thanks Adam for putting up with me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe another time. I'll do some more research and see if there's interesting areas you guys ever want to get up to.
Yeah.
So sometimes this happens. The weather just doesn't cooperate.
No, I'm interested in that lake we was at yesterday. Looking
Watauga?
around some more. That
Yeah.
definitely, that was a good spot. There could definitely be something later around there.
Yeah.
There's got to be other spots like that too. Lake Lure would be a big one, but we can't get access to it yet.
Once they open it up for boats, that would be interesting.
See, that's a tricky one there.
Still closed. All right. Thanks a lot, Nug.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, Adam. I almost called you the wrong name. Thanks, guys. I would make the trip to where Steven Cloyd's house once stood in Jonesboro, since I hadn't actually seen it yet. As I approached the area of Jonesboro near the Nolichucky, I started catching glimpses of the river. I was confused. The expanse of the shoreline looked similar to the stripped-away edges I remembered seeing along the rivers up in North Carolina. As I turned left onto Jackson Bridge Road, my heart sank. I started seeing shattered homes torn apart among the trees, fields littered with household debris, appliances, and so much more. How is this possible? I thought things were only like this in North Carolina. Was there truly this level of destruction in Tennessee too, only 30 minutes from our own home? Then I turned onto Charlie Carson Road, where I knew Steven Cloyd's home once stood, and things just got worse. I was now traveling alongside the Nolichucky River itself, and I found myself riding through what looked like a war zone. It's how I pictured the Ardennes forest must have looked like in World War II, following an artillery barrage. There wasn't an inch of ground without some kind of household debris. Part of siding, part of a roof, blankets, clothing, shoes, insulation, whatever little parts and pieces make up the construction of a home. You'll find it here in the trees and along the riverbanks. I was so confused, and then I came upon the open fields that shouldn't be fields, because homes once stood there. Now completely gone, obliterated by the Nolichucky floodwaters that had crept up onto the land like a thief that had taken away not only homes, but in this case, a life. I kept reminding myself that I wasn't in North Carolina. I was 30 minutes from my own home, in the countryside of Jonesboro. Our own neighbors and friends lived in the place this used to be.